Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha. I am Planted in Platinum. You can find me over on TikTok and Instagram for more planty content. In today's video, I have selected 24 Anthuriums out of my collection that were favorites of mine in 2024. I thought instead of doing a top 10 video for all the plants in my collection, I would focus on Anthuriums because Anthuriums really had my heart in 2024. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. If this is something that you're into, grab yourself a coffee, get cozy, and let's get right into it. Number one is my Anthurium Goliath X Self from Carlablackiae. This plant has just blown me away. I bought this as a seed or like seedling with maybe one leaf. I don't remember exactly, but I grew this from a baby. I think I got it last year, like at the beginning of last year, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. I am terrible with times. But anyways, this is my Goliath X Self, and look at her. Like, this is her newest leaf, and I took her out of my tent because I wanted to transition her to ambient, and this leaf was still soft when I took it out of my tent, and it looks really, really good. It has like the tiniest bit of mechanical damage right there. But other than that, like, it looks awesome. I know Goliaths are typically more round and mine is a bit more narrow. It is a little bit round, but it's more narrow than round than what a Goliath typically looks like. So I think that is just because of the variability in the seeds. I'm not too sure. I don't think people know what the parents of the Goliath are. It could just be a variability within the seed batch. So I'm not too sure, but I do really like this Goliath X Self. It's so dark and just beautiful. It's really resilient. Like, I've had it potted in this mix, which I think is like tree fern and pon and perlite forever. And it literally needs a repot, and it's been doing pretty good. Like, the older leaves, this one here is kind of yellowing a bit, as you can see. And this one as well, just at the bottom. So it's starting to show me signs that it needs a repot, so that will definitely be on the agenda. But yes, she is just living her best life. I love her so much. She's been so easy for me. The back of the leaf is super pretty as well. It has the pink venation, which I think is really, really cool. And yeah, I don't know, do you guys have a Goliath XL from Carlablackiae? If you do, please tag me on Instagram. I want to see. I don't know if anybody has one from the same seed batch as me, and it would be hard to really tell, but yeah, let me know because I'm genuinely curious as to what everybody else's looks like. And I cannot believe the size up on this. Like, this is the previous leaf, I think. Yeah, so this is the previous leaf here, and then we have this giant one. So I'm really curious to see what the next leaf is gonna look like. I don't know, it might be affected because I did just bring it into ambient, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a ginormous leaf and just keep growing beautifully. Let's hope so. I'll keep you guys posted. Anthurium Goliath X Self. Number two is my NSE Red Crystallinum crossed with Luxurians. This plant has been in my collection for I think 2 years now, and it's just so, so pretty. I am obsessed. This has been one of my favorite plants for so long. I don't know, it's just like that sheen it has. It's so beautiful. It's like oil slick, and this plant gets super dark with its emergence. Like, this leaf is hardened off and it's pretty dark, but look at this emergent. Look how dark that is. And it literally feels like it's hardened off too, but Luxurians can hold their emergent colors for quite a while sometimes. And this is a Luxurians hybrid, so I'm just kind of waiting. Like, if it stays this dark, OMG, I might croak. And I actually pollinated its first flower. I don't usually pollinate first flowers, but like, this flower is a decent size. So I'm just gonna try it. I'm not telling you guys what I pollinated it with. It's gonna be a secret, a surprise, but I'm really excited to show you guys. I hope these come to fruition because I will be so excited if they do. It's something that's really exciting. It's one of the wish list Anthuriums I have in my collection. I'm just trying to copy it and see if I can make it, if that gives you any hints. Probably not though, because once you guys figure out what it is, you'll be like, oh, doesn't really look like that, but it kind of does. You'll see what I mean. It's hard to explain, and I want to keep it a surprise. And this is its oldest leaf. It is yellowing off. I actually repotted this into tree fern and pond probably like 4 months ago-ish. And it actually really enjoyed that repot. It really likes tree fern and pond. There are so many roots in here. It's hard to show you though because of the algae, but there's so many roots in there. And it gave me its first bloom as well after I repotted it into this mix. So I think it is happy, but this is one that I will always have in my collection. I love that it has the red sinus from the red crystallinum. I think that that is just so cool. Like, I can't believe how dark this plant can get. It's actually insane. Like, that sheen is unreal. And this one like gives off Besseae vibes, just like the coloring and like the lime green venation. It doesn't have Besseae in it, but definitely looks like it with this leaf, doesn't it? Anyways, it's so pretty. It's so bolate. Like, can you see that? It's insane. So bumpy. And the backs of the leaf also have the red crystallinum venation, which is so beautiful, so beautiful. And the petioles are even red. Like, yes, yes. I love everything about this plant. I bought this as a seedling. I think it had like 1 or 2 leaves, and I've been growing it ever since. It's been a bit of a struggle just dropping old leaves. I think I had it in its old mix for too long, and I don't think it was super happy being in no drainage, which it was in no drainage. And now that it's in drainage and bloomed, I think it's much happier just having some drainage holes and being able to chill. Anthurium, NSE red crystallinum crossed with Luxurians. Number 3 is my Anthurium, Savannah. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of her. She has come back with a vengeance this year, which I have been so excited over. I thought I was gonna lose her. I bought her from Life of Insanity, probably like not last summer, but the summer before, I think. And she was just a little baby and she was adorable. And then she rotted on me, I think twice, which was my own fault. But look, she is happy. She's got lots of roots in her substrate and she's just been growing. Her newest leaf is this one here. It's still a bit soft. I love the silver venation that this plant gets. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, this is one that I really want to grow big and beautiful and do some hybrids with. I'm really excited. I had this plant on my wish list for so long, so when I was able to get it, I was so excited. I think that this is going to be so beautiful, and I'm wondering if it will get darker. I'm not too sure, but I think it's such a cool Anthurium, and it's not one that you see in many people's collections, like not on YouTube anyways. And this is the Grige crossed with Dock Block F2. I'll show you the tag here. So I've always wanted to get my hands on a Grige and make my own Savannahs. Well, they wouldn't be called Anthurium Savannah, but you know, make my own Grige crossed with Dock Block F2s and just see what I can come up with, because I think that's such a cool hybrid, and the variability that this plant could throw off is really interesting. And I also have a Dock Block F2, so I could do it. I could do it. So we shall see, but I need to get a Grige first. So if anybody has any leads, hit your girl up, let me know. I think Dock Block has some really pretty Anthuriums, and the ones that he came out with this year are just insane. Like, I cannot wait until those hit the Canadian market. I'm so excited, and I'm really looking forward to being able to pick up some more Dock Blocks. I think Dock Block has done so well creating these beautiful Anthuriums for us to just gawk over. They're just beautiful. So yeah, I'd be interested in collecting some more Dock Blocks or Dock Block hybrids in 2025 if I can find some that I really like. I really want to get a Michelle because I think that that is so beautiful, but I don't want to get a tissue cultured one, so I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open for that. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys her and that she's doing amazing after she got repotted into drainage with tree fern, pon, and perlite. Number 4 is my Anthurium SP Silver Peru. Look at her. She's getting so big. I am obsessed with this plant. It's so pretty and it's growing so good for me. This was another one that started out not too great in my house, but I figured her out and she is doing great. So I picked this one up from my friend Tyler, who is Yestillion on Instagram. He had a bunch of them and yeah, I was like, I need this in my life. This was another one that was on my wish list. Y'all know I love the silver plants, and to have a silver Anthurium, heck yes. If you can see, this leaf here is the oldest one and it has a bit of damage on it. I still have it in the Coco Coir soil mix that I made, and yeah, I don't think it likes the soil mix. I'm gonna have to change this one out, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones, so I'm not in a super big rush, but yeah, I do wanna get her out of here. She's popping a new leaf right now, which looks like it's gonna be so good. Oh my goodness, look at those ears, you guys. That's so exciting. So I can't wait to see. This is another one I just pulled from my tent. She was just getting too big. So I have her on the shelf behind me. She sits on the bottom in this glass dish here, and she's right in front of one of the standing Barinas, like the Barina verticalites. So I think she should be good there. If not, I can move her a little closer to the light. If this is one that you guys have, does it lose the silver with maturity or does it keep the silver? That's something that I've been genuinely curious about, because I know that Luxurians are silver when they're babies, and then as they mature, they do lose the silver. So I'm not sure if that's the same with this plant. I mean, I'm gonna love it regardless if it turns green on me or not. It's such a beautiful plant. But I'm curious, so if you have an answer for me, please leave it in the comments. I would appreciate that. Look at these beautiful pink stems. They're so pretty. So pretty. I really, really like the features of this plant. It's got the kind of crystalline pinky outline as well. If you probably won't be able to see it. No, I don't think I would be able to show you on camera, but it does have like that pinky kind of like rose gold border around the outside of the leaf, which I think is really pretty. And it's so glossy. Like, this is not a velvety Anthurium at all. It's super glossy, kind of like the Nigrolaminum Gigi, which I really like. And I think that would actually make a really pretty cross. Maybe one day. I'm not sure if they would even be compatible, but we could try and see what happens. But yeah, she is rooted really good in her substrate. So I'm gonna have to upsize her when I repot her. And then can you imagine how big the next leaf is gonna be? Like, this is her newest leaf and this is her older leaf. The size difference on those two leaves alone is a pretty big jump. So I think she's happy, but we'll see what her newest leaf hardens off to look like, as I just did move her into ambient. So I hope that she does okay, because I really am excited to see that leaf. Like, those ears, oh my goodness. And when this one was expanding, the sinus was super wide. I'll insert a picture here for you guys to see. And I was like, wow, is that gonna stay like that? But it kind of grew its ears. It still has a little bit of a wide sinus, but not like the picture that I showed you. That was insane. And the emergent color on this is so beautiful. It's like this most beautiful, like baby peach kind of pinky color. Kind of like the petioles, actually. Kind of like that color. I don't know. When this starts to expand and has that pinky color, I'll show you guys. It's super pretty. I was thinking of starting to put out some videos showing you just the emergent leaves on my Anthuriums when I notice that I have a lot at the same time, which I usually do. Would that be something that you guys would be interested in seeing? Because I know I personally love emergence. I think that's my favorite part of the Anthurium. So I thought that would be something fun to maybe try to do this year, if that's something you guys are into. But we are going to move on to the next one. This is Anthurium SP Silver Peru. Number 5 is my Carla crossed with Luxurians. Oh my goodness. She is so freaking pretty. Like, these Luxurians hybrids, like the NSE Rid Crystal, this one back here, crossed with Luxurians, and this Carla crossed with Luxurians, they have very similar features. I mean, they do have their differences as well, But I can't believe how similar they are. Like they both have that like red sinus with the like almost black emergent. And then they harden off to super dark green, like super dark. Like look at that. It's almost black. Like it's insane. I cannot with these Luxurians hybrids. I wonder how many more I'm going to get in 2025. I actually want to make a bunch of my own Luxurians hybrids in 2025, so we'll see what I come up with. But if I can replicate something dark like that with a red sinus, oh my goodness. That is my favorite. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Yeah, this is definitely up there with my favorite plants. It's hard to choose. I'm a Libra, so I have a hard time making decisions about favorites. But this one definitely is a contender for sure. Like I can't even with this plant. This is insane. So I bought this plant, I think a year and a half ago, as a sprouted chonk on a purge in Anthuriums Canada from Lauren, the owner of North Shore Tropicals, and she was selling some of Amanda's plants. Amanda is Bunny on Instagram, and I've always wanted some of her plants because she's just an amazing grower. And I thought it would be really sweet to have something of hers in my collection. So I went to a plant market, did really well, and I saw this. And I was like, I want to get one plant with my plant money because I wanted to get like supplies and some other stuff as well. And this was the one that I chose. And I didn't know what it would look like. And when I got home one day, it was sitting outside my door and I opened it up and I almost dropped it. It was literally like a black leaf. I'll put a picture up here for you guys to see. I was just enamored. I was like, wow, that is insane. Like I thought for sure, I was like, this is gonna be, if not my favorite, one of my favorite plants. So yeah, she's always just had this special place in my heart. She grows in my tent and I think I'm gonna take her out. Like she is just massive. I have her in no drainage because I didn't have a big enough pot at the time, and she had a lot of roots and I didn't want to chop any of them off. I just wanted to give her the best chance. And look at that. Like she's definitely rooted into there. I just have pond in the bottom as a reservoir and then tree fern, pond, and perlite on the top. And she's already growing into the reservoir. Like you can see there's a white fuzzy root right there. So I don't want her sitting in water for too long. So I think I might, I don't know. I want to repot her, but I want to keep her in here. I might just start lowering her water reservoir a little bit because I usually keep her reservoir full and then every week I'll just very slightly top water her so the top of the roots are hydrated because I know she can pull water from down here as well, but I just don't want it to completely dry out. But maybe I'll start leaving the reservoir a bit lower so that these roots that are growing into the reservoir don't sit in any salts for too long and damage the leaves. I think that's what I'll do. I'll leave it in here for a bit and I'll repot it probably near the end of the year. We'll see how much roots it grows. But I want to show you all the leaves. So this is the oldest leaf, which is starting to yellow off. And that is totally normal for older leaves to yellow off. And then we have this leaf here, which is starting to get a little bit yellow, which is why I'm thinking maybe it's time for me to lower the reservoir. But yes. So those two leaves are starting to get a bit yellow. And then we have this one here, which looks pretty good. And it's so dark. And then we have this one here, which is one that I showed you already, but like, that is incredible. You cannot beat that. I'm sorry. And then the newest leaf, and it has pink in the venation, which is just so pretty. Like you can definitely see those spidery Carla veins. I think that is so cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I did accumulate a couple Carla hybrids this year and you will probably see a couple more of them, one or two. But yeah, that's something else I would like to collect is some more Carla hybrids and one day eventually get my own Carla, which I'm really excited for. Probably not for a while, but you know, one of these days. And then we have also the pink petiole, which is so pretty, and the pink venation on the back of the plant. I'm gonna scooch forward here. See? That is so pretty, you guys. Yeah, this is one that I'm so eager to watch grow in 2025. This one more so than my NSE RC crossed with Lux. because this one has stayed pretty small because I think I had stunted its growth having it in no drainage for so long. But now that it is in drainage, I'm going to keep upsizing it. But I've had that one longer than this one. So this one back here should be bigger. But this one is the one that is doing the most. So yeah, I'm excited to see how big of leaves I can get on her by the end of the year. I'm going to keep this as a reference photo. And then we'll come back and see how big she is at the end of the year. I'm eagerly awaiting. I hope she does okay this year. I want to make some hybrids with her as well. I'm not sure what yet though, so if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I have one idea in mind, but I'm not telling. So this is my Carlablackiae crossed with Luxurians. Number 6 is my Papi Hybrid from Northern Plant Room. You guys, she is one of the most unique paps that I have in my collection. I love her so much. This is her newest leaf and she's big. Like this is my hand. She's like past my elbow, just a little bit, but she's pretty big. She's got some length on her. I really like this Anthurium in particular because it reminds me of a butterfly, and I know somebody else who has this who calls it the butterfly pap just as a nickname, and I would have to agree. Like this definitely looks like a butterfly, and yeah, I think that's so pretty. And the venation, it's so unique. I'm really looking forward to making some hybrids with this year. You guys, I've had some unfortunate accidents with this plant. I have knocked off both of its last 2 inflows and a new leaf. I'm like, how do I even manage that? Like seriously. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like staying away from her so I don't damage her anymore. I don't know why that happened to me. I guess luck was just not in my cards, but look at that. She is just wild. I love her so much. This is her other leaf that she has here. It's gonna be hard to show you. There we go. It's so dark. Oh my goodness. Her next leaf is gonna be huge. I'm so excited to see what it's gonna look like. Oh my. And I hope that she flowers for me again soon because I am dying to make a hybrid with this. I don't know of what yet though. I have no idea, but I do want to figure out something soon because she is just a gem. She is definitely a gem in my collection. I love the pattern of the venation, how it like just looks like it's pulling the leaf down. I think that's super cool. It's almost like electric. It's just so unique. You don't normally see that too often. Yeah. I don't know what she's crossed with, if she's pure pap or what. This is the closest I'll ever have to a butterfly king of spades, I think. So this is like my butterfly king of spades dupe because that plant has been on my wish list for years, but it's so unattainable. One day though, oh my goodness, and then I'll cross it with this. Could you imagine? Yay, I have dreams. I have plenty goals. But yeah, she is just something else, and I could not include her on my Anthurium list for sure. She just continues to impress me every day that I get to grow her. I have her in my plant room. I'm always just walking by admiring her like, wow. She is just, she needs to be shown to the world. So here you go, world. Look at this beautiful Anthurium. This is my Anthurium Papi Hybrid. Number 7 is my Anthurium Luxurians crossed with Crystal Mag. Oh my goodness. She is just stunning. I cannot believe how pretty this Anthurium is. Like, do you see that sheen? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I almost sold this one, but I'm really glad that I didn't. I was trying to downsize my Anthurium collection, and I was like, I don't need all these Lux hybrids, but in reality, you know, I do need all of the Lux hybrids. And yeah, this one made the cut, and I'm so glad because this newest leaf is just wild. This one has a really pretty emergent as well. But this leaf is still pretty soft. It hasn't hardened off yet, so I don't know if it's gonna get much bigger. This is another one that I just recently moved out of my tent, so we'll see how she does, but she is blooming, as if you can see up here. Let's see if I can show you. That is her inflow. So I'm gonna collect the pollen. I don't think I'm gonna pollinate her right away because I just moved her out of my tent, so I don't wanna put her under any more stress. I kinda wanna just let her get used to living in ambient for maybe a couple more leaves, and then I'll pollinate her soon. I'm not sure with what, but yeah, I really like her. She's one of the 2 Anthurium Luxurians hybrids that I have, where Lux is the mama plant. So I think that's why she ended up staying. But yeah, I really, really love her. She's so pretty. She's been such an easy grower for me too. This one, I believe I got from Moodeanum. I'll leave her Instagram there for you guys to see. She has made some really beautiful hybrids. I really like her plants a lot. So I think I'll show you the leaves. So this is the oldest one here, which is starting to yellow off a bit. I think I might have overwatered her one time because that kind of looks like fungally to me. Maybe I'll give her a spray with the Fizan just to be safe. But anyways, and then her next leaf was this one here, which also has a little bit of damage on the bottom there. But do you see how blue that is? That is what drew me into this plant. So pretty. And then this one here, which also looks like crap. And then this one, which also has a little bit of damage at the bottom. Yeah, that I must have overwatered her. I think I've been overwatering some of my plants. I'm really gonna have to keep an eye on that this year because I don't want any more damage on the leaves. And she is not in the cocoa coir mix. She is in tree fern, pon, and perlite, so it's not from that. But yeah, her newest leaf is looking pretty good, like pretty perfect so far. So maybe from me cutting back on the watering really helped, I think. It's really hard with Anthuriums. You just never know. And look, she needs a repot already because her roots are coming out of the bottom of the pot. So maybe I should repot her into a bigger pot, and then I bet you her leaves will just start looking pristine. Maybe she was just sitting in water for too long. But anyways, this is my Lux crossed with Crystal Meg. Number 8 is a pure pap from Woohoo Tropicals. Can you guys tell that she has some Voldemort in her? Look at those lobes. They're getting so tall. I'm so excited for this cross. So this is an Anthurium papillamenum Voldemort crossed with a Woo 1. So Woo 1 is just a pap that Woohoo Tropicals has that they named Woo 1 to differentiate it between other paps. So when I bought this, I bought it as I think a seed or a seedling on a Instagram live sale. And yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect. All I knew is that I wanted something with Voldemort in my collection, those tall lobes. One day I want to get a pure Voldemort, or even like a Voldemort self would be so cool, but I'm not in a rush to get that. I do really like the way mine turned out. I'll show you guys the older leaves, and she is popping as well, which is really exciting. I think I overwatered her as well. Oh my goodness. There is a root sticking right out of the top of that pot. So she is another one that needs a repot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on some repots here. But I wanted to show you all her leaves. I got distracted there. That was an ADHD thing, I'm sorry. So this is her oldest leaf here, I believe, which looks pretty good. And as you can see, she's got a little bit of the tall lobes started there as well, which was super cute. And then I think her next leaf was this one here, which has some water damage at the bottom of the leaf from me overwatering it. And oh, this one as well. This one actually might have been the second leaf. This one here. And as you can see, it also has water damage at the bottom there. I should probably actually remove this leaf so that that yellow doesn't spread at all. And then we have this one here. Like, look how dark it is. It's just so pretty. Oh my goodness. And then this one here, which is pretty much perfect. It's so gorgeous. And then this is the newest leaf. Like, look at that size up. That is insane. I took this out of my tent a while ago. I'm not too sure when, but it was a while. And it's been growing in my plant room. First, it was up higher, closer to my north-facing window, and I recently just moved it because I thought it was getting too much light. So I moved it to the bottom shelf in the back, and I think she's much happier there because that's where she gave me this leaf and a pup. So That is her little pup. Isn't that cute? It's so chubby. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna let that grow up before I separate it, but I'm really excited to see what it looks like. And this is another one that of course I wanna make some hybrids with. I'm not too sure what of yet though. I think this one would look really sweet crossed with BVEP actually. But she's so pretty. Like I just love the velvetiness of her leaf, how dark she gets, and that venation just makes the plant pop. And of course my favorite part are the ears. The Voldemort ears. So we'll see how this one does. I'm gonna keep my eyes on it. I hope I get lots of big growth over the next few seasons. We'll see. This is another one that'll be fun to compare at the end of the year as well. Maybe I'll just do all of them. Maybe we can do like a comparison video if I figure that out by then. We'll see how my editing skills get. But yeah, I'm gonna have to repot her. She's got a leca layer. She's got lots of roots in her pot. They look pretty healthy. So that will be on the list of repots, but I wanted to show you guys my beautiful Anthurium Voldemort crossed with Woo 1. All right, number 9 is my Forgetii Dark Hybrid from You Don't Even Grow Here. So this one I think is Forgetii Dark crossed with Forgetii, or the other way around. I'll have to see if I can pull that purge up and just double check so I can label it properly. Alice just has it labeled Forgetii 1, so I'm not too sure, but I know it is a hybrid. But this is such a beautiful Forgetii. Like, look how dark it is. It's insane. This is another one I need to get out of the cocoa coir mix, and I do need to do that urgently. It's starting to push some roots out of the bottom there. I just spilled a bunch of stuff, and it's dripping all over me, but we're gonna pretend like that's not happening. But yeah, I just love how round it is, how velvety it is, and how minimal the venation is. Like you don't really see much silver in this. Like there is some, but it's definitely leaning more towards dark Forgetii. So this is one that I want to see if it darkens with maturity. I know that, I think Alice said that Forgetiis like to have higher light and that's when they will darken. So maybe I should move this one out here, like closer to the light. We'll see what happens because I do want to get some really, really dark foliage on this. It's such a cool plant. I love Forgetiis and Forgetii hybrids, and this one, like, it's so bumpy. Like, can you see the back of the leaf? Oh, that's insane. So hard to show you, but it's definitely textured and super, super bumpy. And it's like cupped. It's like a dinner plate, a lily pad. I don't know. But it's super cool. This is one that I shared with Nick and Corbin too, so I can't wait to see how big theirs gets. They're amazing with plants, so I'm sure that theirs will be bigger than mine in no time. But I do want to get her out of this cocoa coir mix and put her in something to encourage her to give me some more big, beautiful leaves and make some hybrids with her eventually. She has flower, but I don't want to pollinate her in this mix. I don't think she would do very well. So I did collect the pollen, but yes, I do eventually want to pollinate her. But yes, this is definitely the bullate Forgetii of my dreams. She is just so pretty. Number 10 is my Besseae app open pollinated from Jess. I believe she is the Lazy Propagator on Instagram. I'll put her info over there for you guys. But I think that it's safe to say that she was crossed with Forgetii or a Forgetii hybrid. She has fused her sinus and it's so freaking pretty. Like the sparkle in that venation, I can't really show you guys on camera, but it's just something else. It's so sparkly. I am obsessed with this plant. It's so pretty. And that little sinus, it's so big. And it kind of like pokes out of the plant a little bit too, which is super cute. But I like how dark it is. I think that's really pretty. It hasn't really sized up a whole bunch though. Like I think this is the oldest leaf. It's on its way out. And then I think it was this leaf here was the next one. And then this one here, which is super dark. Like that's crazy. And then this is the newest one here. So I do want to get it sizing up. I did just repot it, so that should help. And you can see it has a root in there started. So hopefully that continues to grow nice and strong and healthy. I literally just repotted this not too long ago, like maybe a week or two, so you won't really be able to tell much until it really starts rooting out. But I think that it will do just fine because all of the plants that I put into this mix seem super happy so far. So I'm just kind of patiently waiting. Imagine a big fused sinus of this leaf. Oh my goodness. And the emergent is really pretty as well. I'll be sure to show you guys when she does have a fresh emergent. But this was one that I was really excited for. I got this as a freebie in a group order and I had no idea. It just said Besseae open pollinated. So I patiently watched it grow because that's another hybrid that I really like is Besseae hybrids. So to find out that this has Forgetii in it is just amazing. I would actually really like to cross this one with my Tofu Getii from You Don't Even Grow Here. It has a fused sinus like that and I think that that would look really pretty. I don't have it on my list, but I'm gonna go grab it so I can show you guys. Okay, this is her. Look how freaking cool that is. Like it looks like a turtle shell. Isn't that sweet? I think that would look really pretty with this. They're very similar looking. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be something cool. And this one is also giving me a new leaf and the sinus isn't really fused on this leaf, but the color is super pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to make a lot of Anthurium hybrids this year and see what I come up with. And I really like this one. It's super, super cutie. So we shall see how she does, but I'll keep you guys updated on her. Anthurium Besseae open pollinated. Number 11 is my Dark Phoenix crossed with itself. And this one is from the Urban Foliage. I will leave his details over here if you're in Canada. Oh my God, you guys. The comeback queen, the comeback queen. So if you don't know already, I blasted her with my heater by accident and she literally melted into nothing. I stuck it in a prop box, hoping for the best, expecting the worst. And like 6 months later, I opened the prop box and she had sprouted. I was so relieved. And look at her. She's just been doing so good ever since. I was so happy to get her back. This is her oldest leaf. I had to chop the bottom off. It probably was yellow. And then we have this one here, which is super pretty. This one is another one that's super bolate as well. You can see. And actually, I think that was her third leaf. And this is her second leaf here, which is still really pretty. And then her newest leaf, of course, which is pristine. Oh, I'm so happy. I have her in pond because, you know, Alice said to keep your Dark Phoenix in pond. So she's in pond, living her best life. I do see roots to the bottom, not through the bottom holes though, so that's good. I think she's just filling her pot out. This girl is so thirsty. I noticed this is one of the more thirsty Anthuriums in my collection. I'm constantly refilling it. I don't want her to dry out. I'm so scared. I don't want to risk her beautiful leaf. It's still hardening off. It's not completely hardened yet. I just want to make sure that she has enough water to fully harden this leaf off perfectly because, wow. It's so hard for me to keep leaves nice in my tent because I have so many Anthuriums in there, but I've been moving them out into ambient, into my plant room lately so that these other Anthuriums in my tent have a chance to have really nice leaves. So to see this just like fills my cup, you know? It's like, yeah, it worked. The Anthuriums have room to breathe. But this is one that I really want to grow into a nice big bushy plant and see how she does and maybe even make some hybrids with her one day. Anthurium Dark Phoenix crossed with Self. Number 12 is a plant from my friend Dustin at Banks Plants. And this is his Papi Hybrid crossed with Self. It is so pretty. Look at that newest leaf. I just can't get over that. It's still not hardened off either, but this plant has just been so cool to watch grow. So this is the oldest leaf, I believe, here. And then this one. And then we have this one. Looks like another one that I overwatered and had to chop the tips off. And then this one here, which is super cool. And then this long boy, like look at that. That is wild. It's so long. When I saw this leaf, I got so excited. And then we got this one, which is a bit more chubby, but I'm so curious to see this one grow out. It is just very interesting. It's been very fun to watch grow because each leaf almost looks a little bit different than the previous leaf. It's like, are you going to make your mind up? Do you know what you want to look like? And look, you can see, hopefully, no you can't, the top of the sinus and the top venation is pink. Maybe you can. Which is so pretty and really sparkly as well. I wonder if that will keep going with the plant. That is so neat. I love me some good pink venation. I really hope that that picked up on the camera because I want you guys to see it. But anyways, the shape of this leaf is really interesting. The plant keeps getting more interesting as it matures. And this is one that I'm really excited to watch grow this year and see how big I can get it. This is another one that needs a repot. It's got lots of roots in there, some coming out of the bottom. So I'll be putting that on the agenda and getting that dealt with as well because hello, we want some big juicy leaves on this. I really hope I don't run out of space this year. I have so many Anthuriums I want to size up. I mean, I have a bigger place, but I don't know. I have a hard time figuring out where to put plants and I don't want to run any more grow lights. I already have like 20 some grow lights in here. It's just so many, but we shall see. We might have to weed some out to make room for some of the pretty big ones that I want to keep growing. Anthurium Papi Hybrid crossed with Self. Number 13 is my Anthurium BVEP crossed with Self, or Anthuriums crossed with Self. It was renamed to Anthuriums, but I still call it BVEP. This is one that I have had now for, I think I got it around the same time as my NSE Red Crystal crossed with Lux. So I've had this one for a couple of years as well. And I just did recently repot it. And it's doing good. Oh, it's actually got roots coming out of the bottom, but there's a rotten one here. But the rest are pretty healthy. So I might have to repot this already. Wow, that was really fast. So I'm gonna have to repot this and dig out those rotten roots if there's any more in there. I'm sure there probably is a couple. But look at her newest leaf. It is so pretty. She's sizing up finally. I'm really excited for this plant. The emergent color was so pretty too. It was like a coppery, kind of almost coppery pinky brown. I don't know if copper is pink and brown, but you know what I mean. It was so pretty and it's starting to harden off to this green color. That's her older leaf, which is a bit darker. They do get a little bit dark as they harden off, but this BVEP has stayed pretty green. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to move it into more light, either into more light or up its nutrients. I think that this is another one that I overwatered. Hello, you see that? But like I said, I'm trying to cut back on my watering a little bit. I'm an overwaterer, so yes, we shall see how her next leaf looks like. She is just living in my grow tent on the top shelf close to the grow light. Maybe I should move her away from the light. Maybe that's why she's so green. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not too sure where I'll put her yet though. But I do love her. I had to show her off as well. She's doing super, super good. She's another one that whenever she has an emergent and I walk by, she just catches my eye. I just love Anthurium emergents. They're so beautiful. And the color of her emergent is just indescribable. It's so pretty. Anthurium BVEP crossed with Self. Number 14 is my Anthurium crystallinum crossed with Zara Michelle. Oh my goodness. She is so pretty. She is growing up so fast. It's just insane. Look at that. And she is such a beautiful mix of crystallinum and Zara Michelle. I can't even with her. She's so pretty. This is one that I'm really excited to size up as well. And she literally needs a repot. She's in pawn. Yeah, pawn. And she's so rooty in here. So this is another one that's on the urgent list. I'll get to it eventually. Let me show you her leaves. This is the oldest one that I have on this plant still. And then this one here was her next one. And then this one here, those sparkles are just so pretty. And then this one here, which is kind of like a wavy, which looks cool and super dark. And then we have her newest leaf here, which has finally hardened off, and she's so beautiful. She has sized up pretty good for being pretty root bound in a little pond cup, so I'm proud of her for that. She is resilient. But this is another one that I would like to make some hybrids with as well. I'm not too sure what I want to cross her with yet, but I'm really excited to. Maybe like Wonder Boy and see if we can get some of that like red venation. Actually, that would be so good. I should try that. We shall see. We have to get the Wonder Boy to flower or this one to flower. Well, both of them need to flower, obviously. So I think that would actually look really good. I'll put that in my notes and see if we can make that happen. But this is Anthurium crystallinum crossed with Zara Michelle. Number 15 is my Anthurium Arisaemioides. She is just a baby, but I am so excited to finally have this back in my collection. I got her as a bigger plant, which I'll put a picture of here. I've showed you guys before if you've been around. And I was so in love. And then I chopped her up one day because she was starting to go downhill, and I gifted a couple cuttings away. And then I kept this one for myself in my prop box, and finally she's starting to grow. It took so long. But this is another funky one that has like fingers, and the Anthurium is like pink and coppery and just such a pretty, pretty color. And it's also bolate. Like, I don't know. I'm really excited about this one, but I did have a hard time with it. So hopefully I can grow it a little bit better now that my Anthurium growing skills have more experience. Do you guys have this one in your collections? If so, what medium are you growing it in, firstly? And do you keep it in your tent? Do you keep it out of your tent? I know this is a vining Anthurium, so this one will vine, which is also really cool. Yeah, tell me all of the tips and tricks that you have if you do have this one, because I'm very genuinely curious. I want to make sure that I give her the best chance because I really want to get that big, beautiful plant that I once had back again. Anthurium Arisaemioides. Number 16 is my Red Vein Dark Phoenix. Look at her newest leaf. She is looking so good. If I pull her back further, you can see her more true color. I have the Barina vertical right behind my camera, so it's kind of lighting my video, but it's blowing the plants out. So if I pull the plant back further, you can see the more true color of the plant. But she's so good. She's got that red sinus and a little bit of red venation bleeding into the top of the veins. And that was her first leaf she gave me. Like, she is so pretty. I couldn't not add this plant. I am so stoked to grow this. You have no idea. I want to make so many hybrids with it, but it's still a baby, so I'm just dreaming at this time. Well, hopefully she grows good for me. But you can see the red venation on the back of the leaf as well, which is super pretty and bright. It's so cool. So I have this one just in pond and drainage, and I don't see any roots yet, but the plant looks fine and it's growing and happy, so I'm not worried about it. And it was just like a smaller chunk with, it had decent roots on it though that I put in here. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one right there. You see that red root? So that's good. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this one growing. And right now I have her under my Barinas, and she seems to keep her darkness under the Barinas. So I think that this is a plant that doesn't mind being blasted by light. But she's going to be too big for that shelf soon if she gives me a leaf that is a bit bigger than this one. She's going to have to move soon anyways. I'm not too sure what the size of her next leaf will be, but I'm so excited to see it grow. So this one took a really long time to sprout, but once it sprouted this leaf, this one came pretty much right after. So I'm hoping that the RVDP is a quick grower. We shall see. But she's so pretty and so dark and so red, so pretty. I just can't get enough of this plant. I think this is one of my favorite purchases from 2024 for sure. Anthurium RVDP. Number 17 is my Anthurium Peltigerum, and this is its newest leaf. It's starting to size up a bit, which is so exciting. She's just a wild child though. She reminds me of my Cupria, very alien-esque and just wild. I'm surprised at how many leaves she has. I struggled with this plant. I had one probably like 3-4 years ago, and I remember it not doing very well at all. So when I picked this one up, I was determined to grow it properly. So far, so good. It's definitely loving life in my tent, so I'm gonna keep it in there for a bit until it roots out really good, and then eventually I wanna have it out here somewhere. I think it would be a really cool statement piece. So yeah, and this is one that I also wanna make hybrids with as well. I wanna cross this with a Forgetii so bad. One of these days. Can you see the abs in the leaf? It's so cool. It's got abs, kind of like the Anthurium veitchii, the king Anthurium. So yes, I'm really curious to see how big the next leaf is going to be. This one is definitely, oh no, those are actually about the same size. But this one looks like it's gonna harden off to be a bit bigger than this one. And I think this was the previous one. So we're going in the right direction. I got this one from Mackenzie, who is Pretty Planty on Instagram at a plant market, I think last year, at the beginning of the year. And yes, I'm proud to say she is alive and doing well. Anthurium Peltigerum. Number 18 is my Anthurium Papi Hybrid crossed with Forgetii. And this one has a fused sinus, as you can see at the top there. And this one's from my friend Dustin at Bags Plants again. I got this one from Alexis, and she had gotten it from Dustin. But I grew this one from a tiny seed. Sorry, this inflow is dead. I can pull it off. So I grew this one from a tiny seed or seedling, and it kept rotting on me. But eventually it just started growing properly, and it's so dark and beautiful. And look at that venation. Like, that is so pretty. This was the first Anthurium that I successfully pollinated. So I crossed this with Forgetii, the big Forgetii in the background here. And yes, I'm growing those little babies out. I'll keep you guys posted on them, but they're so cute. I'm really hoping that it fuses the sinus. Some of them anyways fuse the sinus, like this Papi Hybrid crossed with Forgetii. It's just so pretty. This one here, the leaf is getting kind of yucky. I think it pulled a lot of energy when it produced those babies for me. And now I've pollinated it again as well with itself. So I just selfed it. So hopefully that turns out. We shall see. I'm going to attach this a little bit better to the stake. There we go. But yeah, so I've had this plant in my collection now for I think 3 years. And it's just living in pond with drainage. And she does have some roots coming out of the bottom. Oh, there's a little bit of a rotten root, but the other ones look fine. There was just a little piece of rot at the top here. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to eventually repot her as well, but she's such a beast. And this is one that I want to take out of my tent, but I'm scared to because it's a bit more sensitive. But now that it's a bit more established, I might give it a shot. I'm gonna leave it in there until those berries develop, if they do, and I harvest them, and then I think I'll move it out and see how it does out here. But I just don't want it to crisp up into nothingness. I've had such a hard time getting it to where it is now, and it's so pretty. If I have to restart, I'm gonna be so sad. But we're gonna do our best and just not let her dry out when we move her out, and hopefully she does good. But yeah, I had to include her because she has been hard at work this year, and I'm so proud of her. Anthurium Papi Hybrid crossed with Forgetii. Number 19 is another one of my Carla hybrids. So this is Fort Sherman Ralph Linum crossed with Carla. And when I saw this start growing and realized what it looked like, I almost fainted. This is so beautiful. This is easily in my top 5 for favorites this year, I think. It's just continued to blow me away. It's insane. I did cut this plant a couple times when it was a seedling, sorry. Cut a seed. But yeah, so I cut her a couple times when she was a seedling, and I sold a piece to my friend, and I still have a piece in my prop box, and I sold another piece to a different friend. So they've been sending me updates, and it's been so much fun watching their little babies grow. Like, this is just so dark and velvety, and the shape, and it's so bolate. Like, it's kind of insane. Kind of insane. Like, you don't see much Carla in it, but it is starting to get the Carla venation, if you can see that. So it's really heavy on the pap, but I am really heavy on the pap. I also love paps a lot and love to collect different paps. And you can see this one is starting to get that yellow venation, which is super pretty. So I'm kind of curious to see what this one grows into being. It's got a new leaf on the way. It definitely needs a repot. It's got roots coming out of the bottom, and it's just in tree fern, pond, and perlite. The newest leaf got a little bit of mechanical damage because I had too many plants in my tent, but it still turned out pretty good, like, for the most part. So I'm excited to see what this other leaf is going to look like. I'm gonna have to repot this one very soon because it's literally busting out of its pot and I don't want it to rot. But I wanted to show you guys because she has definitely been one of my favorites in 2024, and I'm so excited to see her potential for 2025. Anthurium Fort Sherman, Ralph Lynam crossed with Carla. And I got this one from Catherine at Eugen Tropicals. I'll put her information here for you guys. She is the representative for Cartel Down in Canada as well. And she always has really pretty plants. So hopefully I can get some more of her plants this year as well. Number 20 is my Anthurium Moodeanum Hybrid crossed with possibly Crystallinum, but the cross is unknown at this point. And this is another one from Dustin at Banks Plants. Look at that weirdo leaf it gave me. The sinus fused on it. It's got a really pretty red sinus. It's got an interesting shape. It's just so random. And this was the leaf before right here. So yeah, it's definitely way different than that one. And then this is its newest leaf right there. Look at that emergent color. It's so pretty. Wow. I really, really like this emergent color. I think it's beautiful. So this leaf did not fuse the sinus, and this one did. So I'm wondering if this was a one-off thing or if it's just gonna alternate or what is going on. We shall see, but I'm very curious to watch this plant continue to grow. I think it's such a cool, interesting hybrid. It's so unique, and that weirdo leaf has just got my heart. Oh my goodness, I love it. And I seriously cannot get over the color of that emergent. It is stunning. So, so pretty. So this is one this year that I just want to continue to grow and watch and observe. I want to see if this weird leaf, I don't know if it's a mutation or what it is, if this continues throughout the plant, because that would be so cool if it did. I would love to have a huge plant with big leaves that look like that, and it would make for some cool hybrids too. So we'll see how it does. I'll keep you guys posted. She did bloom for me, and I don't think I collected her pollen. I think the inflow was too small. Yes, it was. It was really small inflow. So hopefully we get some bigger inflows on her and see some nice healthy roots in here. Yeah, she's got a couple actually. She's got one there, and one there as well. So she's rooting into her new substrate nice. I did just repot her not too long ago, which is maybe why this leaf came out, because I did take a pop off of her as well. So I think that this leaf maybe just went back in maturity after being repotted, and me taking that, I think it was a cutting or a pup. I can't remember. I think I took a cutting of the stem, and then it sprouted into a new plant. But yes, she is looking cute, and I'll show you her baby actually. I sold it, but the lady hasn't come to get it yet, so I can show you. So this is her here. Look how cute she is. You can see that coloring in that leaf, and that was her first leaf she sprouted. So I'm really hoping that it does the weirdo leaf mutation thing that this one did. That would be so cool. Mama and Bebe, so tiny and adorable. I love baby Anthuriums so much. They're so cute, but they're also so delicate. I think I'm gonna put this back in the cabinet, but one more look at her. She's super adorable. And one more look at her before I put her away. Anthurium Moodeanum Hybrid crossed with maybe crystallinum. Number 21 is my Anthurium King of Spades. Oh, you guys, I love her so much. She is just so beautiful. I can't even believe that this plant is so big. It's insane. Like, I grew this from a little tiny baby seedling and she just blew up. So I think this was her first leaf after her repot, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that though. I don't remember if she pushed a leaf after I repotted her or not, but I'm pretty sure that this was it. I think this was her first leaf after the repot. And this is the oldest leaf on the plant. She did have more leaves, but when I repotted her, she did drop a few, so I just took them off. But yeah, she's just living on the top shelf of this shelf behind me, and she really likes having the window behind her and the Barenas in front of her. It gives her enough light to thrive. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for this one to push another leaf. It has been a hot minute, but we do have a lot of roots in there, if you can see that. So I think that she's gonna push out a leaf for spring soon. It has been so nice on Vancouver Island, you guys. It hasn't snowed one snowflake where I am located on the island, and it's just been so nice. Like, it literally feels like spring outside. You can see the beautiful blue sky behind me through the window. I'm just loving it. I can't wait until growing season starts again. I really, really want my King of Spades to push another leaf. And I hope it's bigger than this one. We shall see. But yes, Anthurium King of Spades. Number 22 is my Carla Hybrid crossed with BVEP. And the seller thinks that the hybrid with the Carla is maybe crystallinum. So it could be Carla Crystal crossed with BVEP. But for now, we don't know what the hybrid is. So this is just a Carla Hybrid crossed with a BVEP. But I can definitely see how he thinks there might be crystallinum in there as well. It does have the pink border around the edge of the leaf. And it has a little bit of a pink sinus, like just a touch. It's really hard to see. Not super pink, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. This is one of my favorite plants in my collection. It's so spidery. Like, I just love the Carla venation. I think it's so pretty. And this is one that I purchased a batch of seeds, and I sent one to my friend Alexis as well. So we've been sending each other update photos. And this is also one, if I do make a video that shows you my emergent leaves in my jungle, this is one that I will feature, because when this one has an emergent, it literally is the center of attention. It's so beautiful. This is my Carla Hybrid crossed with BVEP. Number 23 is my Dock Block F2. Look at her. Oh my goodness. You guys, I have struggled with this plant so hard. And this is like the first really nice leaf that I've gotten from it. All of the other ones just hated me. So I did repot her into pond, tree fern, and perlite. She does have roots coming out of the bottom here, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, and all along the sides of the pot as well. She is just so stunning. She's so dark. She has that electric venation, and she has the most beautiful emergent. I cannot with this plant. I purchased this plant, I think, 2 winters ago, if I'm correct. I grew it in my tent. It grew really nice in my tent, and then I moved it out into my plant room. Hated it. I don't know why it's still in my plant room. I should have probably put it back in my tent, but it's just living in my plant room still. And this is the first nice leaf that I've grown on it since moving it to ambient. So I think now that it's grown one nice leaf, it's got to grow another one, right? Are we on track? Should I keep it in my plant room, or should I move it back into my tent? I think that is going to depend on what the next leaf looks like. But this was one that I wanted to show you guys. This one is such a treasure in my collection. I just love it so much. It's been a challenge, but plants are for you to learn and grow and be patient with, you know? It's so much fun growing plants, trying to figure them out and watching how beautiful they can be. And just when my kids ask me about my different plants, it sparks their curiosity and their appreciation for plants has grown. And it's just so cool to watch. But I want to make some hybrids from her. I don't think I'll be pollinating her. I think I will take her pollen because she is a drama queen. So one of these days when she pushes an inflow and gets more leaves, she just has the one leaf right now. But when she becomes more of a mature plant, I definitely would like to make some hybrids with her as well. I'm not sure of what yet, but I'll figure that out. But I wanted to show her to you, my beautiful dark dock block F2. And number 24, the last plant on my list for my fave Anthuriums of 2024 is my Dorayaki crossed with Clarinervium. This one is so cool. I literally cannot with this plant. Look at that. What the heck? It's so pretty. I cannot. So this is one that I want to cross with my Savannah eventually, and it's also one that I want to cross with something with a red sinus. Maybe my Forgetii hybrid would actually look cool. I'm not too sure yet, but yes, this one is super neat. It's nice and round. It's got that very thick silver venation. It's so sparkly. It flowers lots. It's working on this inflow right now. I haven't crossed it with anything yet, but one of these days. And I think it's another one that I slightly overwatered. But at least I got water, so it's all good. It's all good. And then the emergents are just beautiful. Like this one is more fully developed, but the brand new emergents on this are just something else. Like they're so pretty. And I have this one just in pond. It's very well rooted. Definitely have a root coming out of the bottom there. So yeah, I'll have to deal with this one soon as well. It's just like the never-ending Anthurium repot life when you own a lot of Anthuriums. But that's okay. It's nice to see them size up and get those big, beautiful leaves. I cannot wait for this to have a huge leaf as well. Like it's so good. Or imagine this crossed with my King of Spades too. That would look pretty too. Yes. I definitely want to get more of Dennis's hybrids this year as well. He is Plantido Nurse on Instagram, and he also has some really beautiful hybrids. So I'm looking forward to shopping with the local Anthurium breeders this year and seeing what I can get that is different and unique or colorful. You know, I like my colors. But this one was just one I couldn't pass up. I thought it was a really cool mix, Dorayaki Clarinervium, and I suck at Clarinervium. I actually recently sold my Clarinervium because I'm over it. But this one being a hybrid with a Clarinervium, it took the best traits out of the Dorayaki and the Clarinervium parents, so this one is super easy to grow. So I was really excited to be able to pick this one up and say goodbye to my regular Clarinervium. But anyways, I think that is the end of the video. I'm gonna send you to the outro. All right, you guys, that is it for me for today. Thank you so, so much for stopping by my little planty channel. It's always a pleasure having you here. If you're looking for more plant content from me, you can head over to Instagram and TikTok. I am plantedinplatinum. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite Anthuriums were of 2024. Also, let me know if you have any questions or video ideas. Drop those in the comments as well. That is going to wrap it up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!